Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to this edition of Pastoral Devotions for our brothers and sisters at First Baptist Church, Lake Butler. My name is Jonathan, and I want us to look at Psalm 107 this morning. Psalm 107 is a beautiful psalm. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you should. And it is an invitation for us to thank the Lord, for us to have hearts of gratitude towards what God has done for us. And a few different times, the poet invites us to give thanks, actually express that thankfulness. And then he gives reasons why we should give thanks to God. He does that by in the ESV it's 4, and that 4 kind of then is followed by the reason why we should thank the Lord. So let's look at verse 8 and 9, then we'll focus on verse 9. Let them thank the Lord for his loyal love, for his wondrous works to the children of man. For he satisfies the longing soul, and the hungry soul he fills with good things. What an amazing verse. Let's just break it down. First, we get the word for. Whenever you see the word for, you should ask, why is that there? Just like if you read the word therefore, you ask, what's it there for? And he is giving us the reason why we should thank the Lord. And why is that? Well, first, he satisfies. He satisfies. This is so important for us to know about our God. God is able. He is the only one who can satisfy us. He is the only one who can actually give us what we really want. Haven't you experienced this in your own life, where you've tried other things to make you happy? You've tried to fit into other identities that ultimately let you down. You've looked to your kids to give you happiness, or you've looked to your job to define who you are, or your grades, or your friends, or whatever it is. This verse is telling us the opposite. It's nothing else. There's no other thing in this world that can satisfy us. It is God. He satisfies. And what does he satisfy? Look, the longing soul, and then the hungry soul. I think that means that those who get God's filling or God's satisfaction need to be the ones who recognize that they need him. Right? Like, you're never going to go to a restaurant unless you recognize that you're hungry, because there's only one place you can go to get that hunger filled. You need to go get food. So, for those who understand, just like the church father, St. Augustine said, our hearts are restless until they find their rest in you, talking about the Lord. That all those who are going to receive God's provision, God's filling, God's satisfaction, need to be those who recognize that they need him. That I am dead in my trespasses and sins, that I have no good apart from him, that John 15 says that apart from him I can do nothing. Brothers and sisters, we need to be needy people who recognize that we are longing souls, that we are hungry souls. And then we read, the hungry soul he fills. Just like he satisfies, we know that now our God is one who fills us. He can provide what will make us happy. He can give us the desires of our heart, as Psalm 16 tells us. Not only does he fill us up, but he fills us specifically in verse 9 at the end with good things. I mean, it's amazing. You could probably sit down and grab a pencil and a pad of paper and write down so many different ways that God has filled your life with good things, from maybe health to children, to a job that provides for your needs, a place to stay, things like that. Like, God has filled us with good things, and that is true in a physical sense. But then the last thing I wanted us to just recognize is true in a spiritual sense too. If you recognize your need and you've turned from your sins and trusted Jesus, he has ultimately filled you with good things by giving you his own Spirit inside you. He has filled you. He lives inside you. He dwells within you, leading, guiding, convicting you of sin, all those things. That is how God in Jesus satisfies the longing soul, the hungry soul. He fills with good things. May that be an encouragement to us as we enter the weekend, as we look to God alone to give us our hope, to give us identity, to give us safety, to give us everything that we need. Take care.